third ferry in a week, and I kind of thought I would get really tired of packing and getting on the ferry and doing all this, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it, which is not usually the case, because usually I like going to a place and staying for at least a week, sometimes a month. But I think this is exactly what I needed, so I'll give you a hint. The ferry ride is very, very short. I'm sure many of you will figure it out. I didn't go far because that's Iraklia over there in the distance. I'm in Schinoussa. I have been to Schinoussa before, but very briefly on the sailing trip in 2016, and let me tell you, it has changed. When I came here, there was nothing at the port. Literally, the sailboats were the only thing. There was a building that is now a restaurant, but there was nothing in it at the time. Now the port is totally developed. There's restaurants and stuff down there. There's a little area to wait for the ferry. So, and we were only here for like a really short period of time. I think it was like less than 12 hours. So I didn't see a whole lot. We had dinner here and that was it. So I thought I would come back and see more and show you guys. I'm walking to find something to eat because the ferry came right at when I would normally eat lunch. Then I had to sit in the hotel for a minute and get cool because when we got off the ferry, we had to wait for several people to come to the hotel shuttle. And it's hot down there with all the cars and people. So let's find something to eat. It's super quiet. I'm hoping that there's actually something open and that not everybody is closed for siesta. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting chips at the supermarket. Found the place that I was looking for, and I think they're open. I hear music, so good sign, and it's super cute. The nice thing about this place is there's a nice view of the town. It is hot though. It's just hot everywhere at this point. The wind was better in Araclia. But that's okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back to my hotel and partake in Greek siesta and get cool and then come back out later this evening. I would like to go to the beach, but unfortunately, because I wasn't sitting in good shade, I got a little burned on my back. It's not painful, but I don't want to make it worse, so I'm going to skip the beach today and go tomorrow. There isn't really anything to do in Schinoussa except go to the beach. I'm just here for the 2 nights for that reason. Look at that. It's pork with peppers. Looks fantastic. That was excellent. The pork just like fell apart when you touched it, and the flavor was amazing. I thought I would show you guys my hotel room before I make a mess of it. I will include a link because I don't think I'm going to say the name of the hotel correctly. Anyway, so I have a small little kitchenette. There isn't really anything to cook with per se, but you could have breakfast here at least. There's an espresso type thing, a tea kettle, and there's coffee and plates and cups and things. Obviously, here is the bathroom, which I love the colors, super cute. It kind of reminds me of the bathroom I had in the Caribbean when I lived there. Pretty simple, but clean. I've already sat on the bed. It's very comfortable. There's a TV and a little area to get ready in, which I really like. This is the best part, is this patio outside that has a big full screen, which I really like, even though I'm not a person that sits with the doors open when it's this hot. But not only is there this fabulous place to sit, which I will have a coffee out there, there's a swing, and I sat in it, and it actually held me. So, and still kind of a blocked view, but I can still see the sea and plenty of the village. It's nice, it's quiet. The road does go by, but it's not directly off the property, so you kind of feel like you're living in your own little house. This room also has a great view of some of the sunset. It's really nice with the trees and everything. And now that the sun is going down, it's not as hot. The wind is picking back up because earlier during the day, it felt like I was baking outside. So came in, finished my book, had a shower, It may be a drinks for dinner kind of night since I ate lunch at 4. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna walk around. I may go down to the port because there was a really nice looking taverna down there. We'll see. I have made a friend. She's following me. She's got a collar on, so somebody's taking care of her, I hope. All right, see you later. Nope, still following me. Go into the travel agency and buy my ferry ticket. And then next door is a bookstore. They only had a few books in English, but it's a really nice store. They have jewelry and some souvenirs as well. And it wasn't open earlier, so, which isn't surprising. Okay, there are way more restaurants than there were. I feel like there was only one when we were here before. There was probably more than that, but that's what it seemed like. It feels way more polished than it did before. Like, everything is just kind of cleaner. Maybe they've just started to attract more and more tourists, so they made an effort. I don't know. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do because I'm like kind of hungry, but I don't know if I want like a full big meal. I kind of want like drinks and chips like I had in Spetzi's. The other thing I noticed is this is a playground, which I think is amazing. Yeah, I just don't want to eat. So I'm going to sit here and get ice cream and a drink. The football game that's happening tonight is probably showing in this bar. I can't see it, but at least I'll be out and people watching because the main sort of pathway to walk where there are no cars allowed after 6 is right here. And here we are, my 2 scoops of chocolate ice cream and a drink and some nuts. This is my girl dinner for sure, but I'm very happy. Really enjoyed having my coffee out there on my little terrace. It was nice and cool. And now I'm gonna go find something to eat and then walk to the beach. I did check with the hotel owners to see if there was anything that I was missing to do. And they said, no, it's pretty much just going to the beach. So that's totally fine. I'm still a little bit burned, so it's gonna be an interesting day. I can not reach my entire back, of course. So my plan is to try to find some spray sunscreen this morning and then probably wear my cover up most of the day unless I actually get in the water because I don't want it to get worse. And I don't want it to hurt. Right now it's just red, it doesn't hurt, so it just feels dry and it's red. So it doesn't happen to me often because I usually don't stay in the sun that long. But I was enjoying that beach so much that I wasn't really paying attention. So, and even though I'm pretty diligent about putting sunscreen on, it's just so hard to put it on your back when you're alone. All right, let's see if I can find some spray sunscreen now. I did find some spray sunscreen. It's 19 euros and 20 cents, but it is what it is. I have to have it. I'm gonna get a banana and a yogurt and I'm gonna take it to the beach for my breakfast. I thought I'd show you the little supermarket. They got lots of stuff. It's pretty good. It's better than the one in Araclia. They have drinks and pasta, you know, for everything you would want. There is no pharmacy on this island, just like in the Iraklia, so the supermarket has the basics. If you needed something more, you would have to get it from Naxos. Now time to walk down to the beach, which is down there. Looks amazing. I like this little village, Hora of Schinoussa. It's very cute. People are very friendly. I really enjoyed watching all the people last night. And all the cats. At one point, I counted 9 cats waiting for food from tourists. And they were all super friendly. And then I didn't show you guys because I was so enraptured. I found a kitten when I was walking home, like a 6-week-old kitten, and picked it up. It wasn't super appreciative of that, but then it started to purr. It's a little orange and white thing. So cute. get down to the end of the dirt road and then there's stairs to go down. It's hot, but at least there's the beach at the end. I made it. Oh, this is nice because there's lots of trees on the beach to sit under. So even though there's not an organized beach, there's shade. So hopefully I won't get more sunburned, and I'm gonna spray myself as soon as I sit down. Not only do I get to have my breakfast on the beach, I get to look at boats, which is something I really enjoy. And since it's shaded, I may actually get to stay longer than I intended because I don't have to worry about getting more burned because I have the spray and plenty of shade. See? This is my spot. Much better than the other day in Iraklia. More boats have showed up. More people have come, but it's still pretty uncrowded. It's really nice and peaceful. The water is nice and cool, so when you get in, you actually get cooled off. The sand is quite hot, so I suggest wearing shoes to the water. Otherwise, you burn your feet. When I first went out, I saw a green and blue fish, which I don't normally see like super colorful fish here. They're usually just plain sea bream, sea bass type looking things. I don't know what it was. Looked tropical. And he was kind of hanging out by my feet. Is the only one I saw. I did not record myself walking up the hill because, as you probably can notice, the wind changed direction and it was coming straight down the hill into my face, made it really hard to climb. I even passed this woman who was just struggling because all she had was sunglasses, and it's hard. Even now I'm getting sand in my face with the hat and the sunglasses, but I wanted to show you guys something I saw. I saw this on the way down, but I didn't really know what it was. But there is a sign, and it says a traditional bread oven built about 1885, and it gives the name of the man who built it. It even kind of smells yeasty right here, in a good way, but that's hand done. Let's see if I can show you better. They even have the door blocked up, but very cool. My friend came to see me, and there are babies. I hope they're not her babies. She's just a baby herself. Those are her babies. I can see she's still nursing them to fight the fact that they're gigantic. Sunset colors even reflecting off on the other direction. How beautiful. Oh, it feels fabulous out. They have brought me a little welcome snack, and the menu is outstanding. And I think I'm going to get roasted pork again. They have lots of really great things on the menu, but that is attracted me because it's made with dark beer, honey, and thyme. So I kind of have to try that. They ran out of the pork. So I'm opting for, now I forgot, goat. It does come with pasta, but almost every option has some sort of glutinous option in it. So anyway, it'll be fine. Still excited because I was debating between them. I just went with the pork because it didn't have gluten. So we'll see how it turns out. The little black and white kitten has let me pick him up several times. He's really just looking for food, but he is so cute. And when I pick him up, he purrs. He has a very long tail. That looks fantastic. And it's not a ton of pasta, so I think it'll be okay. And I'm super hungry, so. And I also got some wine. Delhi is definitely the place to be in town, even if you're just having a drink. Because when I came, it was just the upstairs and the downstairs bar, and now they have this whole outside section. It's really nice. And even though it's Monday, everybody is out. People are out at the bar I was at last night, and the Slovaki place. Schinoussa is hopping. I could go home a different way, but I'm going to walk through town and see what it's like. So if you want a nice beach place, but then you have options to do at night, Schinoussa is a really nice option. I haven't walked down here yet. Looks like I've missed a shop, which is kind of surprising considering how small this island is. We have some beautiful calico ladies here overseeing the shop. They look very regal. Excuse me. I've had too much wine. The whole place kind of reminds me of a smaller, quieter Antiparos. I think it's just because it has kind of an upscale feel. The prices definitely reflect that, let me tell you. I also need to tell you, this island smells fantastic. Everywhere is basil, and there's something else I'm smelling that I can't place. It's wafting through town now. It smells fantastic. If you wanted to walk down to the port, here are the stairs. I don't know if it's lit now. It wasn't when I did it years ago, but it's a pretty easy walk. It does seem like it's lit now, so that's nice. Still not lit like super well, so just be careful if you go down at night. You guys are in luck. The orange and white baby I petted last night is back in the same spot. Here he is. He's so cute, and he's chatty. Good morning. It's the last morning in Schinoussa, and I'm super excited today because I am taking the express scopoletus to my next spot, and I have never taken this ferry, and it's kind of famous in the Cyclades because it kind of never stops. It very rarely gets canceled because it's such a vital supply to these small Cycladic islands like Schinoussa and Araclia. So it's a little windy, so I'm hoping that I don't get seasick because it's a very small ferry. I don't normally get seasick, but you just never know. Here it is. As you can see, very small, but it'll be fun, I think. And it's not that long. It's like an hour and 45 minutes to Naxos. Coming to you guys from the toilet because the view from the porthole is fantastic. I couldn't really record on deck. It was too loud and too wet. But we're about to arrive in Naxos, so I'll show you the inside. So this is the inside. It is air conditioned. There is a little snack bar in the toilet, obviously. I do recommend sitting outside though. It's a nice experience. It can be a little bit wet and windy, but it's nice to have the fresh breeze. So I'm back in Naxos for the night. I really wanted to take the overnight ferry from Schinoussa to Athens, but there were no cabins left. And I really didn't want to have to sleep in a chair because that just wouldn't be great for me. So decided coming back to Naxos for one night would be the best option. And I've never stayed in this far into Hora before, and I found a reasonably good deal for this late in the season, and it overlooks the church. Probably book an afternoon ferry. I haven't even booked my ferry back to Athens yet, so which is, again, not like me, but I'm kind of enjoying this. The only reason I'm going back to Athens is because now that it's starting to really be the high season, the prices for the hotels are just too much for me to just keep going. They're getting to be over 100 euros a night, sometimes 150. So I can't keep doing that. So I'll come back in September. So you've probably figured out that I didn't really do much. I did some work. I relaxed for a while. I talked to a friend, and now it's time for me to go to dinner. I think that even though I've enjoyed the traveling around, it is a little bit tiring, so I didn't really want to get out. And obviously, I've been to Naxos many times, so there wasn't this urgent need to get out and see things, especially in the heat, because Naxos is hotter than the smaller Cyclades just because it's more city-like. I am gonna go somewhere where I haven't been for dinner, even though it's been here for ages. I just have never made it, and it's very close to my hotel. It's up here called Typografio, and I'm really shocked actually that I've never tried it. What a great view. So I'm getting vegetable risotto. I think I've eaten my fair share of meat in the last couple of days, and the fact that I can have a pasta-like thing, even though it's not pasta, is appealing. And it comes with some local Naxos cheese, so I wanted to give that a try because Naxos has amazing cheese. Here it is. Not the prettiest looking dish, so let's hope it tastes good. Everybody else's food looks good, so we'll see. So it tasted better than it looked. Wasn't the most amazing thing, but it was kind of what I needed. I needed something light, and the cheese was really good, and it had more flavor than it looked like. Calimera, from my favorite place in Naxos, Kitron, for breakfast, of course. I have a few hours to kill before my ferry back to Athens. But I've got to get some work done, so I'm going to sit here. I've already checked out of my hotel, as you can see. I don't normally bring my bag with me, but I don't really want to truck back to the hotel in the heat. We're supposed to have another heat wave starting today. And there it is, my favorite breakfast here. I know, you guys are probably thinking, don't you ever make any changes? I do. I don't get to eat this very often, so I eat it as much as I can when I'm here. Very sweaty, but back down at the ferry port to catch my last ferry of this island hopping adventure. I'm actually looking forward to going back to Athens and spending August there because I really like Athens in August. It's quiet. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.